What's good, y'all? She tried to destroy Cory Kenshin's life. Hey man, we on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, cause that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. Shouts out to a Tozy. Now, I've never personally heard of Cory Kenshin, and I don't even know what's going on with him. So that's what this video is for me to find out. You know what I'm saying? So I heard that he beat the allegations. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he's gonna cover that in this or how true that is or whatever. But hey, let's see what it hit for.
This TikToker allegedly doctored images and took out of context clips to try to ruin Cory Kenshin's life, seemingly all for some attention online. So this story is wild and honestly a bit frustrating to watch unfold.
Well, I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What you do, Cory?
That was the first out of context and worrying clip that I saw on the internet.
Good, right?
What you
Frustrating to watch unfold.
Well,
Point of view. You didn't know this was one of the videos you look back on and realize he never cared. He just wanted to see how long you let him hurt you.
This story is wild and honestly a bit frustrating to watch unfold.
well, I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
what you do, Cory?
That was the first
I didn't hurt you, you're good, right? Yeah, that's out of
first
context.
out of context and worrying clip that I saw on the internet recently about this whole situation, and we'll get into the details of that one shortly. As today, we're talking about Cory Kenshin, one of the largest gaming creators on the platform, who is now at the center of a controversy involving emotional abuse allegations, viral TikToks, doctored screenshots, and a whole lot of internet sleuthing gone sideways. So let's break down exactly what happened, what's being claimed, and what's been clarified, because there's a whole lot here. And this whole situation just kind of feels like less of a call out and more of a public therapy session that spiraled into a career hit job. But starting on July 13th, a TikToker going by Panda Ninja Official posted a video as a part of this like bacon avocado trend. If you're not familiar, that's one of these like TikTok trends where people reveal some sort of secret about themselves in the middle of a video, just kind of hidden in there. And in this video, the secret was I dated Cory Kenshin and he hurt me really bad, and I'm not the only one. And I mean, just like that, she went viral. 500,000 views in just 24 hours. Then came all the slideshows. And I cannot stress enough on how back-to-back she was posting all this information, which has all now been deleted now. Within 72 hours, all of this has been scrubbed off the internet. She just launched a bunch of information up there and people went, why are you airing all this out? So she deleted it. Then on top of that, she made her account private as well. But right after the first video, she shared 3 long posts claiming that she dated Cory back in 2018 and that the relationship was emotionally abusive. And here she accused him of ghosting, love bombing, gaslighting, and said that he kept the relationship a secret. That last one is very normal for large YouTubers. Like, why are you going to air out whoever you're dealing with in your private life? You want to have a split between public life and private life. Because, I mean, that makes it a whole lot easier to stay mentally sane. But she also said after their breakup, when she told him she had cancer, he responded by calling her message the most passive-aggressive cancer reveal ever. Now, whether or not that's actually true or if the messages are even real, we'll get into that later on in this video. But before we get any deeper, let's take a quick second to talk about who Cory Kenshin is, as Cory is one of the largest YouTubers on the platform. He first launched his channel back in 2009 and over the years built a massive following, now sitting at over 17 million subscribers, through a mix of horror game playthroughs, clean humor, and uplifting positive content. He wasn't always just a gaming YouTuber though, because earlier on, Cory made home skits and comedy sketches, but eventually pivoted into the horror gaming space. And that's where he really blew up. If you were on YouTube at like the peak of the Five Nights at Freddy's era, you basically could not miss the guy. And despite going on multiple hiatuses, seriously, this dude has disappeared from the platform like 15 times, but he always returns to continue to crush it. At this point, it's safe to say he has one of the most loyal fan bases out there, which he refers to as a samurai. I guess there's just like a common theme where horror game creators have a name for their audience. But hey, that's part of why the situation is so jarring, because Cory had almost no controversies attached to his name.
All the have a name for their audience, bro. I'm coming up with a name for y'all niggas once I figure that out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, I can call y'all TYP gang, but y'all like that? Y'all let me know if y'all like that. I might use it. I don't know.
over a
I
decade.
don't like to promote no gang stuff, bro. Cause I don't bang, you know. So I don't you know.
On this platform. No scandals, no drama, no wild call outs. He's always been kind of like a good guy on YouTube. Family friendly, faith based, wholesome content. And that's the image. So now when someone from his past comes forward saying he was emotionally manipulative or toxic, it throws the entire internet into confusion. But what we're slowly learning from the situation is if you have to call someone out on the internet, make sure it's not fake. And I hate to say this, but the stuff that she was posting to me seems to be for attention. Because later on that same day, she posted a video clip of her and Cory walking together, seemingly in a casual, flirty moment. And it was obvious that Cory knew he was being filmed.
Still on.
This is Wix Studio, the platform for agencies and enterprises. Built to meet
Over
any
here dating them weird girls,
There's the
bro.
one.
Then I woke up again and it was,
Did you watch me sleep? Did you watch me sleep?
yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this that I do.
Well,
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
what you do, Cory?
I said, just
Okay, so at first, that's a slightly worrying clip. At first, he said, yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep.
Right,
too.
but meanwhile you got the camera right in front of his face though.
And they both laughed.
And if that's your girlfriend, what the hell? Do something. I want my girl to do something. I mean, he did something to her, but I want my girl to do something to me while I sleep. Wake me, suck me up. Don't wake me up, suck me up. You know what I'm saying? Fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? I'ma do the same to you. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop.
Obviously,
Sorry, mama.
that doesn't sound great. And a lot of people online immediately did what the internet does best. Clip, quote, outrage, repeat. Some users started suggesting that Cory had admitted to doing something non-consensual. People were tweeting
Right.
all about it, trying to reframe
But
it
that's
as
his
like some
girlfriend.
sort of confession.
Yeah,
But
that's his girlfriend though. It's consent. You're supposed to ask for the consent when that's your girl. No, I'm touching all up on you, baby. Yeah, I'm grabbing that when I feel like it. And I ain't talking about the booty. You know what I'm saying? Let me
here's the
stop.
thing. The accuser came forward herself the
stop.
next day on July 14th and said, hey, I was never SA'd. She emphasized that her claims were about emotional manipulation, not physical abuse. So she then went live on
While she
TikTok
was
with another
asleep, though.
creator and clarified again, no SA, no physical harm. When the actual person in the video is laughing in the moment and then later on says, no, nothing happened, you kind of have to ask, what was the goal here? Because once that clip is out in the world, context doesn't matter for a lot of people. A lot of people will see that clip and go, oh, that's crazy that happened. I don't like this guy anymore. And
Right.
just like that, he could have lost a good chunk of his audience if they didn't look into it any further. And this is why I'm making this video, even though I normally don't cover topics like this.
Not like I never said that he essayed me ever. And I'm gonna reiterate that because whoever comes in here new and stuff like that. I just want people to understand I never said that at all. This was literally not intended to
They must
attack.
have broke up, and then this what she wants to do after she figure out she lost a good nigga. She'll never find another nigga.
Or have attacks towards Cory. So please stop the essay allegations towards him. That is not true, and that's not what I said.
And while she says, I never said he SA'd me, she definitely implied it. But here's a crazy part. People online pretty quickly put together that the screenshots were doctored. According to this user on Twitter and others, someone who helped make
staying
the
in the
Xbox
same
screenshots
hotel, bro.
came forward
The
saying the
fuck?
messages were fake. So, allegedly, someone helped her fabricate this entire text
Chat
exchange.
GPT.
Now, we're in this whole, like, is this fan fiction territory? Like, what is this? Even still, though, Panda Ninja, she stood by her overall story. She said that she never meant to cancel Cory. She just wanted to speak her truth and process the emotional damage here. But when you're posting TikToks with dramatic music, jump cuts, and private conversations, and of course, captions like, he never cared, and then wrapping that into like this whole like it's not about canceling, I don't understand what the goal is here. Because obviously there's going to be a large group of people on the internet who will go into this witch hunt mode, especially since he's a large creator. And honestly, I don't even see anything cancelable here. This is just her airing out their breakup and dirty laundry. Because I mean the main allegations here are ghosting, love bombing, gaslighting, and keeping their relationship a secret. That just sounds like a typical bad short-term relationship.
That bitch hurt.
Relationship that didn't work out. I feel like if anything, this is for a therapist or a close group of friends. If it's still irking you 8 years later and no crime was committed. And then obviously
years. What?
to top it all off, Panda's former roommate came forward to share her side of the things.
I had literally just posted a video about my experience with a woman who accused Cory Kenshin of emotional abuse and found out that apparently you guys managed to figure it out and weasel it out of her within 7 hours that she was lying. Let me add a little bit of extra third-party context here. This is little 21-year-old me and Nami at the time noticed that the side of her head is shaved. I'm saying this because even though the timeline wasn't confirmed based off of the videos that she posted and the messages that she was trying to circulate not having a timestamp, I'm pretty sure this was around the time I lived with her, if not slightly before. When we did live together, she did very briefly tell me about Cory, but more in like we didn't actually date. We just kind of talked, but because he was busy with YouTube stuff, it didn't work out.
Okay, well, that sounds very interesting.
Imagine being able to build anything.
And that's the truth, nigga.
Just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
But it gets worse.
But while I lived with her, before I even moved out here in May of 2017, she was already actively dating someone, a mutual friend of ours who I will not name because it's not into the drama. It's been 8 years. And immediately after they broke up, she was dating somebody else. So things just didn't really add up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not to mention, there's going to be a lot of people who know her.
Oh, women, even chopped ones like that, bro. Keep one lined up. even the ugly, weird ones. Oh, I'm sorry.
Are going to be able to call her out because we had a humongous friend group.
You should have been trying to get on the friend, bro. Shit.
In K-Town in New York. So
Shit.
Really interesting to see how many people are willing to come out and tell you guys that they know for a fact.
Didn't work out because of YouTube. Look, she was driving that nigga crazy. Wanted all his time, energy, effort, and attention. You know, couldn't hold it down. This nigga's getting the bag and can give you everything you want, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Even the chopped ones, bro. they're the same way. It's universal. Women are universal, bro.
That she's lying because she's just always kind of been a shady person.
So according to one of Panda's roommates from this time, Panda has always been shady. That's interesting. Doesn't seem like the people who are around the situation, even back in 2018, think the accusations are true. So what's the reaction online? Well, it's kind of split down the middle. Some took these allegations very seriously. Others, especially Cory's long-term fans, weren't having it. They pointed out that Cory's been on YouTube since 2009, never had any drama, doesn't curse, makes horror gameplay videos, and is literally one of the most clean-cut creators on the platform. That isn't like, you know, a blanket shield that like deflects all or bad PR, but still, he has a really good track record. But others felt like this whole thing was very one-sided. Like, okay, even if Cory was a bad boyfriend, why are we airing this out 8 years later? And that's where the criticism started turning towards her. If the main issue was ghosting, bad texting, and him being cold after a breakup, is that really worth trying to stain someone's career? And obviously a lot of other creators chimed in saying things like, if he was really that toxic, she wouldn't be smiling in those clips, or she waited 7 years to post this, why now? Those are quotes, by the way. But from what I can piece together, Cory and Panda Ninja, they allegedly dated in 2018. The relationship ended. She felt it was toxic and emotionally manipulative, so she posted about it on TikTok in July of 2025. Some of the evidence may be fabricated, and she clarified there was no SA, no physical harm. Her goal here, I guess, was an apology because she didn't want to cancel him. But here's the thing, intent doesn't really matter when you're holding on to the matches. Like, you can say you didn't want to start a fire, but if you drop a bunch of receipts on the internet and a bunch of out of context clips framed the way she did, the fire is going to happen anyway. Do I think Cory Kenshin is a criminal? No, absolutely not. Do I think he might have been a jerk in a relationship? Maybe, that's possible. Do I think any of that needs to be turned into a viral expose with semi-fake receipts and out of context clips? Absolutely not. This is not justice. This is just a breakup posted on the For You page. Cory hasn't responded yet, and honestly, he probably won't. And that's likely a smart move in this exact situation. But one thing is clear. Once again, the internet showed that it's really easy to situation. He probably won't. And posted on the text clips? Absolutely not. This is not justice. This is just a big... That's possible. Do I think any of that needs to be turned into a viral expose with semi-fake receipts and out of context clips? Absolutely not. This is not justice. This is just a breakup posted on the For You page. Cory hasn't responded yet, and honestly, he probably won't. And
He hasn't responded at all to none of this. Good. You don't have to.
that's likely a smart move in this exact situation. But one thing is clear. Once again, the internet showed that it's really easy to destroy a reputation in 60 seconds, even when the story is full of contradictions. But hey, that's about it for today. I just wanted to make a short and concise video.
Well, all it takes is something to go viral, bro. The virality of something, bro, the fact that there's a lot of views and there's a lot of likes and comments means something to everybody. You know, it even means something to me. You don't want to watch a video that has 1 view on it, bro. You want to watch the video that has 100,000 views on it. You know what I'm saying? 1 million views on it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hit the same, bro. Even watching my own videos, bro, I don't even like to watch my own videos until it actually gets some views and then, you know, comments and stuff. And it's like, oh, it's like you're watching it with other, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a, people like that virality aspect of it. It's like nature type shit. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So when something goes viral, it doesn't matter if it's true, if it's real, if it's fake. People will believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because that gives it what's the word? Not value, but credit. It gives it credit in a sense. When something has a lot of views and a lot of it gives it credit. And so people take that as if it's official, as if it's real. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all that is, bro. So that's why that's why 6ix9ine was able to do what he was do. And it's the same thing. Like niggas that run in the gang. 6ix9ine ran with that gang. He was never like that. But everybody thought he was like that because everybody allowed him to be like that. They picked and chose. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we're gonna say he like that and everybody's gonna believe it, because what are you gonna say whenever there's a whole gang behind him? There's nothing you can say. That nigga's really like that. You know what I'm saying? Until he snitches on y'all, but y'all the ones who ain't really like that because y'all letting this fuck nigga, oh, you're extorting him. Not really. He snitched on y'all and y'all still locked up. That's tragic. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you don't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. Shouts out to a Tozy. If you made it to the end of this video and you bored, check out this video to the left, or check out my music to the right. Just drop some new shit. Gravy, Pimp C Flow, out now all platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, go run that up. Add it to your playlist. I need y'all to do that for me. If you're listening, do this for me, man. My music right here to the right. Go run that up. I'll get at y'all on the next one, and I'm gone. T.Y. Peter 9.